Welcome to Bud's Beer Blurb, the podcast. The beer is cold, the mics are hot, and you know what time it is. So grab a pint and crank it up. On this episode, we have from A Cold One with Rob, Mr. Rob Piech, and Bud visits the ShakesBeer Brew Fest. We also have another edition of Hops 101 with the Dolcita hop. And now, here's Bud.
Okay, today I have with me Rob Piech of A Cold One with Rob. Rob, welcome to the show.
Thank you, Bud. Thanks for having me. Appreciate it, man.
I appreciate the long drive you just took here.
Hour's not bad. I've done worse.
Yeah, we've done worse with just going to festivals and stuff like that.
For sure.
So, you and I, we've worked together on a few little things. Mostly, it was Cheshire Craft Ale.
Yep.
We did a little bit of video work together. Really can't call that working together, but we were at the same place at the same time, kind of shooting the same things. We bumped into each other, different events, but we've never really got to sit down like this and really get to know each other. So I'm hoping we could take a few minutes,
Sounds fun.
And also, you brought some beers, correct?
Yes, I did.
Nice. So we'll get to that in a little bit.
Awesome.
All right. But in the meantime, cheers.
Cheers. Thanks for having me, man. I'll just say real quick that, I've been doing this for like a year and a half or so, and you were one of the first people to really reach out to me. You invited me to one of your influencer events, and thank you for doing that. It's been fun. And then just I'm glad you're healthy and back and filming again.
Thank you.
The Connecticut beer scene is better off having you in it. So I'm glad you're back, man.
All right. Well, I'll get you that 10 in a few minutes. So, Rob, where did you grow up? Where are you from?
I am born and raised in Connecticut. I've been in the Valley pretty much my whole life, right in Naugatuck. Mm-hmm. And, I lived, went to Southern in New Haven for college. That's where I met my wife.
Okay. What did you study there?
Video production.
Ah.
So, I grew up skateboarding with my friends, and that's where my passion and love for video came from.
Okay.
Just filming me and my buddies skate and do dumb things.
Right.
And, so I've been doing that since I was probably like 13, 14 years old.
Wow.
And then, I always knew eventually, once I got into craft beer, combine the two somehow. So.
Okay. And so that college education went into a career.
Yes.
Okay.
So, during college, I interned in New York City for the Howard Stern show for a little bit.
Wow.
And then from there, it took me a while. Me and my wife started doing some of our own video on the side, and that finally got my resume boosted a little bit. Mm-hmm. And I worked my way into ESPN. I was there for 8 years.
Okay. Did you ever run into David Fish?
Mm-mm.
No?
So the way I explain it to people is it's a college campus there.
Yeah.
There's thousands of people. So the amount of people I run into in Connecticut, oh, you work there? Do you know this person?
Right.
9 times out of 10, it's a no.
I had the same thing when I used to work for DOC. People, do you know, there was 5,000 of us. No. And down the other end of the state.
ESPN has 14 buildings, and depending where you're working, very rarely did I ever know anybody. But I was there for 8 years, and ultimately in the end, I wasn't video editing there. I did it for 8 months, and then I got back to my old department, which I love the people, but I wasn't video editing, and that's what I'm passionate about.
Okay.
So then I got to my new job now, where I was an editor for a year, and now I actually manage the video editing team. We do medical videos and stuff.
Okay.
So
what do you mean by medical videos?
Knee replacement, hip replacement.
Oh,
conferences, stuff like that, boring stuff too, but also the nasty stuff.
So you video surgeries and things?
Yeah, we have people that go out and shoot it. My team edits it. And
Wow.
Yeah, it's cool. It's very interesting. Sometimes you're on a call
Sure.
with a doctor, and I had one, and he's just walking me through how to edit it, but then he's just you see that thing pulsating? I'm yeah. He goes, that's the brain. I'm okay, cool, dude. I'm sitting there eating my lunch, editing with a doctor, bizarre, but cool at the same time.
You're talking about doing professional editing. You weren't doing professional editing at ESPN?
It's a long story. I got my foot in the door doing the back end stuff, archiving all this stuff, getting it their tape library has 2 million tapes in it. Mm-hmm. So if you need something from 1973 and it's on a film reel, I would pop that on a thing, get it on a server for you so you can go and edit it.
Gotcha.
And cool, fun, but ultimately I want to edit. I did that for 8 months, on a rotational thing. So I did your SportsCenter highlights, stuff like that, and crazy because it's nights, holidays, weekends, and then I just had my first kid, so I'm like, I kind of need to not work till 3 a.m. all the time.
Yeah.
And so yeah, eventually I got out of there. Now I'm like a 9 to 5 boring person, but I mean, it was fun. It was crazy. It's just like a totally crazy work environment, but
yeah, but this 9 to 5 is more conducive to your family life.
Correct.
Yeah,
Yes.
Absolutely. I mean, because you're married, you keep mentioning your wife.
Yep.
And you have kids.
Yes, 2 kids, 2 little girls, 7 and 3, so they keep me very busy.
Yeah. Ooh. I have let's see, basically 9 grandkids.
Oof.
And 1 more on the way. Yeah, that would be number 9. And yeah, they're here a lot. I have 2 live with me, so it's like, wow, I'm still raising kids.
You get to give them back at the end of the day, for the most part.
You kind of feel like you're raising them, but you're right in a respect. But like I said, I have 2 that live here, so it's like, oh, okay.
Yeah, they keep you busy, man.
So family, career, and so you got to find time to do this thing called a cold one with Rob. Now, before we get to that, craft beer. When did that come into your life? I know that sounds like, and when did craft beer come into your life? No, but seriously, it's an experience.
I can pinpoint the first time I ever liked the beer. So it's funny. I met my wife at 19 years old. So I'm 38 now. Mm-hmm. But when we met, I hated beer, hated it. But like everything at that point I had was probably like Keystone and Bud. Yeah. So I didn't love it. And eventually, I learned to tolerate it. Just college parties stuff. Mm-hmm. But then I worked at my local skate park with my buddy. Okay. It was our last day, the end of the summer. We were like going to order pizza, have our buddies come down. And that morning, my buddy shows up. He's like, I got us some special treats. I'm like, okay.
Oh, wow.
And he had like a 12-pack of Sam's Summer. And so we worked our 8 hours. We drank those. We had pizza. We hung out. And that was the first time I had a craft beer or any beer of any sort that I actually liked. I'm like, that tasted pretty good.
Okay.
And the rabbit hole went from there. So I was trying mostly stuff they can get at your local package store, but eventually got into, I think the first brewery I ever went to was Firefly Hollow, which is now the Factory Brewing Collective.
Yep.
Love those guys, by
Back
the way.
when Dana used to have was the brewery there.
Yes, I used to go there. I think that was the first spot I went. And then when I worked in Bristol, I'd usually stop there sometimes after work. They're a relic. So those were probably the first few spots I frequented back in the day.
Okay. How did you attach your video editing to craft beer? I mean, why?
I've always wanted to do something to like combine it. So same thing with skateboarding. I love skateboarding. I learned to love filming and editing, so I put it together. You make skate videos. Okay. Cool. Now I'm older. I don't skate as much.
My God, I hope not.
Once in a while, get out there. Yeah. But so yeah, I always thought to myself, like, how can I combine my love of craft beer and video? So my wife always encouraged me, like, just do beer reviews. And I'm like, I really don't want to do that. Like, nothing against it. I love watching it. Mm-hmm. Like, I love, shout out Greg's Beer Review, rest in peace, on YouTube. I love that dude. Mm-hmm. He's just an older guy in West Virginia, just crushing beers all the time. Like, he lost his mind when he got his hands on, like, Other Half or Treehouse. Yeah. So I loved watching it, but I'm like, I can't do it.
No.
If you put a camera in front of my face and said, hey, review this beer, like, I can't do it. I get really weird and awkward, which I don't get. Like, me and you can talk and we can try a beer and, like, we can talk it through and it's cool. But by myself, like, I feel weird. Like, I'm trying to fill the air, like, fill the silence. Okay. And, like.
So that's why you do what you do. Hang on. So take a look at this clip right now. I want to show you a little clip of what Rob does.
Hey, I'm Rob. Come have a cold one with me. So today we've got another beer from Treehouse Brewing out of Charlton, Massachusetts, and we're going with one from the Juice Project series, Juice Project Citra and Mosaic. Triple J Juice Project Citra and Mosaic is an 8.7% double IPA, and as the name implies, it is saturated to the absolute max with Citra and Mosaic hops. The label on this one is super colorful and really nice, and it's kind of hard to see, but this is canned on May 11th, so it's a hair over 3 months old. Now let's go ahead and give it a pour, and it pours out a super thick, hazy orange color with a thick, frothy white head on top. Overall, this beer looks really nice, and I know Citra and Mosaic hops play really nice together, so I'm ready to get into it. Let's get a nose on it. The nose is really sweet and fruity. I'm getting a ton of berry notes with a little bit of earthy dankness as well. Now, let's see how it tastes. Up front, I'm getting those big fruity berry notes. I'm getting citrus, orange juice, grapefruit, as well as some honeydew melon and maybe even a little bit of bubblegum. It's got a smooth mouthfeel with a bit of a dry finish. Overall, another winner from the Juice Project series. Cheers.
So you do the whole voiceover. It's hilarious. When I first saw your first video, I was just like, oh my God, this guy, he's got it. He is going to be huge. I love
That'd be nice.
what you do. Okay, I love the whole choreography of the dance that you do. It's hilarious. So what you're saying to me now is that the reason you do that is because you feel awkward trying to review it without the voiceover.
Yeah.
And yet it's brilliant.
Like,
I mean, you've way overconquered it.
and like, I feel like part of me still, like, I could probably try and do it once in a while if I really want to, and like try to come over that fear a little bit. But like, I don't know. I always want to do something a little bit different, like the video aspect. Like, I like to showcase the beer a little bit, show the can. Like, the can art on a lot of beers is amazing. Show the color, show your cool glass, whatever. So it's like I do like those little beauty shots here and there. I try and have the poster behind it somewhat related, whether it's location or whatever. So I put a lot of thought into it, but yeah, it was just awkward. And like, I've tried to do it. You know, my wife leaves town. I'm like, let me try and make a beer video back in the day. I'm like, it's just awful. Like, I don't know. I say weird things. I start to burp a lot, and I'm like, I don't know. Like, it's just weird. I was like, I'm so bad at this. And then I don't know. One day, like, I really like TikTok. You know, it's awesome app, and like I think I was watching like a food reviewer or something. Like, if they can do a voiceover, why can't I?
There you go.
And it just clicked. So I'm like, okay, cool. I'll start doing that. And I tried it, and it worked. And a little behind the scenes is basically put my kids to bed at night, and I go down to the bar and I do this, and it's kind of like a routine now. I want to be more creative when I have time and energy to do it, but like I do the whole thing, and then if you notice, when I cheers at the end, the beer is still half full.
Yeah.
So when I'm done, I go upstairs in my living room or whatever I'm doing. I'll sit there and sip on that beer, and I just have my notes app open, and I'm just like, all the notes, and I just do it and just make like, you know, like little, just like a little list. And then the next day, probably I'll do the voiceover.
Okay.
And same thing as like a PowerPoint. Like, I don't make a script. I just like look at, I'm like, okay, I had all these notes, and I just wing it.
That is so bizarre because have you ever heard of Josh Lamb Photography? Have you seen his stuff?
I don't think so.
Okay, he's huge accounts, and he's only been doing this for a short time too. And I mean, he's just got like 15,000 followers in like a year. He got that, and he's got these amazing videos. And he was here talking to me about how he does
the
it.
Dart dude.
The Dart,
Yes,
Traveler.
I did see that.
There
Yes,
you go.
sorry. Yep.
And he says he does the script first, and then edits to the script. So he'll do the voice and then edit his videos to that. You do it the other way around.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
And it's two professionals.
Everybody has their own way, man. I mean, I think if it was for certain things, I would do it his way. Like for the way he does all his research and all that stuff. And then, you know, he did his day, break it down, sure. But like for a beer, for the most part, it's, you know, I know, you know, when I'm showing it off, I'm going to talk about the color. When I'm sipping, I'm going to talk about the taste. Like for the most part, it's kind of, you know, I can wing it a little bit, but
you have a system,
right?
I do the same thing. You watch my at-home beer reviews. There is a system, and I'm not going to change it because it works.
Yeah, but even yours, like, you know, you have the little graphics that pop up and stuff, and like I like those little things that it's just like a little different. Somehow make things different. Like, you know, I know if you've watched my videos, I love hazy IPAs. I drink that like 90% of the time. But you know, when I have a Pilsner or lager or something, like if you can jazz it up a little bit, like you try a weird hop or some different process, like that gets me excited. It could suck, but like the fact that you tried it and did this weird thing to it, like I love it. Cool, do that. Like make it different somehow. So yeah, your little graphics and stuff that pop up, like it's informational and like it looks cool, but like I appreciate the effort. So
yeah, it's a lot of work.
I know.
It's a lot of work.
It is. I think that's what a lot of people don't realize about video work is it is a lot of work.
Right.
And that's why I feel like, you know, a lot of people, they just post their talking videos really quick and stuff. And like, I'm jealous of those people a little bit because they could just, you know, do it.
Yeah. Or go live all the time. Those people who are good at that. I don't go live.
I feel like you could though.
I'm trying to get there, but I'm going to be like what you're saying. I'm going to be like,
I feel like that's what the comments are for, though. But, like, if you have nobody in there, I get it. That's hard. But if you have comments and people talking to you, like, I don't know. I'm a weirdo.
Make it a lot easier, yeah.
Yeah, I'm like, I try to,
or harder.
Any of my friends or whatever that do anything, I try to support them. So, like, if you were live or something, like, I might be hanging with my kids. I might pop in there, be like, "What up, bud? What are you doing? What are you drinking?" Like something to, get you to do stuff like that. So,
give you an out,
right?
So, what about the label influencer? Have you put that badge on? Do you feel like you're an influencer?
No, I mean, that makes me cringe a little.
Me too.
Yeah, I mean, the whole thing makes me cringe a little. Like, all my friends are super nice and like supportive, but like when I'm like out in public and somebody brings it up, I'm like,
yeah,
like, why are you talking about it? I'm like, I do it in my basement by myself for a reason. I mean, even Marissa, a brew lover, she was just like, we were out somewhere and she's like, "Oh, Mr. Influencer doesn't want to be on camera." I'm like, I do it in my basement by myself for a reason.
That's like Weezer in my garage.
Yeah, I'm just like, but I'm working on it. I'm trying to be better, but.
Yeah.
Like Greg. I feel like Greg's great. Like, the first influencer meetup, I went, like, dude's live, has this big rig set up. I'm like, I could never do that.
Yeah.
Good for you, Greg. I love it that you can do that, and I support it. I'm like, I can't. I don't know. I'm awkward. I don't like attention on me.
and I do a lot of, I get out a lot and get to breweries, and I do a lot of video work, but it's coming home and it's being edited.
Yep.
Because for one, I want to make it as short as possible. It's social media. It needs to be, the 1 minute is the best that you could do when you're talking about a beer review. Right. 1 minute is the goal. If you go a little over, if you go a little under, great. But yeah, I'm not just gonna throw it out there real quick like that. I just can't. I gotta edit it. I gotta make it me. I gotta personalize it.
Yeah, and that's the thing. Sometimes I'll shoot it on like a Sunday night. I don't release it till Thursday because like I've just been busy, haven't had time, and like I can't wing it. Like I want it to be quiet. I go get my microphone. Like 9 times out of 10, I go to my car at night and do it because then I got kids and stuff. So I'm like, all right, I'm gonna sneak out in the car, and I'm just in my car by myself talking away. Like, gotta do what you gotta do.
That's hilarious.
Yeah, I want to put the time and effort into it, and like even when the editing, like it's mine are usually like a minute, like 20, minute 30, but even the transitions, like you may not think about it, but like I try to put thought behind all of them.
Yeah,
I did Juice Project beer from Treehouse the other day, and like they have like crazy like lightning bolts in it. So I'm like, let me look up lightning bolt transitions. Like there was pretty cool ones. I use that like twice. Halloween, if it's a spooky beer, it has something crazy, I'm gonna use like a bat or something. Like I don't know, dumb stuff like that. I put a lot of effort into it, and like when you're a video editor, like every cut, every move you make is supposed to have a reason behind it.
Exactly.
And it's for social media, so like I don't have to go that hard, but sometimes I do.
Yeah, I mean,
that's just me being a nerd.
Yeah. You can get away with a lot because it is just social media.
Right, and even jump cuts are okay now, which, when I went to school, you can't just have a random jump cut. Like, it's not a thing, and now it is. It's so bizarre. Like,
right, I was so happy about that because when I first did this, I didn't want that long, while I'm sipping, evaluating. I didn't want that to sit there because that's boring as fuck.
Right.
So I used to make it fast. I fast forward it,
Yep.
So you increase the speed. But now I can just boom, 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 boom.
Yeah.
And it's not only acceptable, it's trendy.
Right. It's total different ball game now. You can do whatever you want for the most part. It's crazy.
All right. So you brought a few beers, correct?
Yes, I did.
And I hope everybody understands that now you know who Rob is.
Yeah, I don't do enough of that on my channel. Like that's always like that's kind of like a future thought is to do more things that like. But, like I said, I got 2 little kids, so at night I do it when they go to bed, so I'm, like, tired. Half the time I'm like, I'm going to do a beer video tonight, and then it's like I fall asleep in my kid's bed, and I don't do it.
I've done that because, like, I usually just try to buy singles.
Yeah.
So I'm not drinking way too much. But, if I buy a 4-pack, there's times where I'm like, okay, I got this new beer, and I'm not doing the review tonight. I just want to drink one. I just want to drink a beer to drink a beer, So,
which I do. I'm pretty good about. I get 4-packs. I mean, so I have a buddy who's a big craft beer nerd too. So like every time I get a 4-pack, one is just always for Tim. I always put one aside for Tim.
Yeah.
So I have 3. Me and my wife will usually kill one together. Like we'll split it, and then one for a review, and then the other one usually if I'm going out or something, I'll bring it with me.
There you go. All right. So, and what's one of the beers you brought?
I figured
you brought the other half, right?
Yes.
What one's that?
I think it's called Buckle Down. It's in collaboration with Parrish, and I forget the other one. I think they're out of Austin, Texas. I have to look when we get the can.
Okay.
But I was just recently in Buffalo visiting family, and Other Half has a location in Buffalo and Rochester right down the road. So there's Other Half everywhere, and it was like normal pricing, not Connecticut pricing.
I love Other Half.
So my wife was like...
And yes, you're right.
She's like, ridiculous. Just buy it. She's like, it's like $5 more at home. Just buy it while we're here. So yeah, I think I got like 3 different Other Half beers when I was there, but this one was my favorite. I cracked that the first night we were in the hotel, and I'm like,
nice.
It's so good.
Okay. So we'll bring that beer to you right after this.
And now, Bud's Beer Blurb presents Hops 101.
On this edition of Hops 101, we present to you the Dolcita hop. Formerly known as experimental hop HBC 1019, Dolcia's official release was August 12, 2025, and gets its name from Italian and Spanish root words meaning sweetheart or little sweetie, which reflects the fruit-forward and sugary aromatic qualities. Here's the thing. If you like those big, juicy, fruit-forward flavors, then Dolcia's the hop you've been waiting for. Dolcita brings big flavors and aromas like peach, pineapple, orange, tangerine, melon, coconut. Plus, it adds a little sweet candy-like character to your brew. I've even seen descriptions like peach rings, creamsicles, and even pina colada.
If you like pina coladas.
And we're not talking about some shy little hop. Dolcia's alpha acid range is 10 to 12%, so they can be used for bittering. But personally, that's not how I would use this hop, because the later you add Dolcita to the boil, the more of that incredible fruit character will be retained. If you throw it into the boil 30 to 60 minutes before it ends, you're going to get plenty of bitterness, but you're also boiling away all the stuff that makes Dolcita so amazing. Add it to the boil in the last 5 to 10 minutes, and now we're talking. You'll still get some bitterness coming through, but you'll get more of that citrus, peach, and tropical fruit. The whirlpool is where you really want to use Dolcita. Bring your wort temperature down to about 170 to 180 degrees, then add it during the whirlpool, and you'll be pulling out all those oils without cooking the hell out of them. This is where that peach, pineapple, orange, and tropical candy character starts to really kick in. What about dry hopping, you ask? Dolcita practically begs brewers to throw it into the dry hop because that's where you're really going to crank up the aroma. The peach rings, the pineapple, tangerine, coconut, tropical fruit. Look, if I was making a big, juicy IPA with Dolcita, I'm definitely dry hopping it. So, let's review. Want more bitterness? Put Dolcita in early. Want more flavor? Put it in late. Want those huge fruit flavors? Get it into the whirlpool. And if you really want to see Dolcita shine, dry hop it. Sweet, juicy, tropical, and just a little bit of candy. That's Dolcita. And that's Hops 101.
This has been Hops 101.
Okay, and we're back. And that was Hops 101 with Dolcita hops. What did you bring us?
So coincidentally, a beer that has Dolcita hops.
Now, I swear, I did not know he was doing it. And Dolcita is a brand new hop.
Yeah, for sure.
And what is that beer?
So this is Other Half Brewing. It's a collaboration with Parrish. They're in Louisiana, and Pint House, I think they're out of Texas.
Okay.
I've had some Parrish before. I've never had anything from Pint House. But yeah, it sounded really good. Rowaka hops, peacherine, Dolcita, 8% even. Yeah, like I said, I was just recently in Buffalo visiting family, and they have a ton of Other Half, so I'm sitting there, my 7-year-old's bothering me. I'm like, just let me read something real quick, trying to figure out which beer I want to grab because I had so many.
Yep.
And I settled on this one. And I think the Dolcita hop was what kind of sold me too, is because so Joe from Black Shuck Brewing, who brews out of the Factory Brewing Collective in Bristol, he made a beer recently for Black Shuck, and it had Dolcita. He's like, oh, I got this new hop. He's like, it's supposed to have like flavors of banana and stuff in it. I'm like, oh, that's wild.
Okay.
And so yeah, I tried it. Excellent beer. Shout out Joe and Black Shuck. And now, I keep seeing it in all different breweries. Other half, I think Treehouse even did one. A couple other folks are doing it, and I'm like, all right, let's try this.
This one's pretty thick looking.
No, this one looks pretty nice.
That looks nice.
Yeah. This is the color I like. Nice and yellow. And
our taste in beers seem to be very similar too. We both go for those nice hazy IPAs.
I know everybody kind of like craps on them. Some people are too cool for them, but I'm like, I love a good hazy IPA, dude. I don't care.
And I love those higher ABVs myself.
Yeah, I mean, I still will appreciate like 6.5 or a 7% hazy. But I mean, if you're gonna give me an 8% double, I'm gonna go for that.
Absolutely. To the nose.
Yeah, smells great.
Yeah, passion fruit, a lot of stone fruit.
Definitely tropical stone fruit.
Yeah, nice sweet tropical.
Yeah, there's a little bit of dankness in there too, which I like. I like sweet hazy IPAs, but not too sweet. I like a little bit of edge to it.
I like dank, but I don't like bitter.
Right.
You know.
Yeah. So this has a little bit of dank. I like.
Right. Well, hey, let's give it a taste. I love Other Half.
Yeah, it is just super fruity up front. I remember taking that first sip when I was in the hotel room that night. I'm like, just getting blasted in the face with like fruit, and I love it.
Yeah, that's like a juicy peach.
Yeah,
the passion fruit's there. The aroma and the taste are synced up nicely.
And that I feel like the Dolcita is pretty distinct because like when I drink it, I can think of that beer that I had from Black Shuck, and I'm like, that was that flavor. It's the same.
A little bit of candy in there.
Right, candy sweetness for sure.
Like actually in Hops 101, I talked about that. But yeah, and it's got a nice, smooth, dank, light bitter, but tropical citrus. That's really good.
Yeah,
that's really good.
I feel like I see some people online say Other Half fell off a little bit. I don't see it.
Oh God, no.
I just did for March Madness. They did a box of a bunch of beers, and one of them was my buddy's favorite, the Reigning Threes. So I was like, "Hey man, you want to go half on this box?" So we did, and the Reigning Threes was great. All the beers in there were super good. I think as long as you can get Other Half fresh, they're always pretty killer, man.
Have you ever been to any of their breweries?
Been to a lot. Not all of them, but a lot of them. Yeah,
I have not been able to get to that. To me, to travel that far. I'm getting older. To travel that far, it's going to have to be by invite.
Oh,
Other Half Brewing.
I would love that invite too, but
yeah, but I really do. I want to get to one of their breweries. I want something off the tap, man. I really want to try it.
So I'm trying to think. I've been to Buffalo, Rochester, Brooklyn, DC.
Dang.
I mean, whenever me and my wife go anywhere on vacation, we usually try and stop. But they have another one, Domino Park, I haven't been to. The Philly one I haven't been to. And Chicago I haven't been to.
Well, the ones you haven't been to.
Yeah.
Let's see. I have no. It's funny, too, because now with your wife, your vacations, you said, do breweries dictate your vacations?
Yes and no.
Yeah. I mean... You're like, you plan to go here for this, that, and the other thing, but what breweries are in the area?
Right, for the most part. So I will say, though, Other Half, they do, in the summertime, Green City, their beer fest. Mm-hmm. I went in 23 and 25, and that's like my favorite beer fest.
Wow.
I mean, they just get all the heavy hitters from like all over. And then 2025, they did global. So they had Japanese breweries, English breweries, German breweries. And that one was a lot of fun. But yeah, overall, that's one of my favorite beer fests. So like, we go get a hotel for the night, stay, and it's just a fun time.
Cool.
Yeah.
Next time you go, let me know.
Hopefully go this summer. I didn't go this past year just because life was crazy. But
when is it usually?
June, like late June, like the 23rd, around there. So
next summer.
Right, next summer. Yep.
Next year.
Yep.
2027.
Yeah, I missed 2026 this year.
Unreal.
Yeah,
Unreal.
It's a good time. And but yeah, first time I went to Other Half, I never went to any of the crazy releases. Like they used to have insane releases. People would, be waiting and like you'd go blocks. Mm-hmm. But I never went to that. I forget one time I really wanted to go to a release. I didn't make it on a Saturday, but I went on a Sunday the day after, and they didn't have cans. We can have it on tap. So like in their tap room at the time was tiny. super tiny.
Okay.
And now they've expanded to like to the left. It's like a whole big open room. But yeah, at the time it was a tiny, tiny little room. And when you go to the beer fest, the way they have it set up, because like anybody who's ever been to that brewery, it's so small. Like, how do you have a beer fest there? And like you're in Brooklyn.
Okay.
So they have their main tap room, which can hold a handful of people, and then you have that tiny one. And I feel like they put a lot of the hype stuff in that tiny room. So like if you want to go get the Fidens or whatever, like you're all like cramped in there to get it. But it's funny. They go around, they'll pour you extra stuff. And then to the right, there's a big alleyway, and they just set up a bunch of tents, and each thing has like 3 different breweries at it.
Wow.
And you just go and you can try. So like Monkish, I haven't been to Monkish, but I tried it there.
Right.
They have all the places from California, and like the one year, like I said, they had it from global. So I think one of my favorites that day was like a Japanese brewery, Ushu.
Oh,
they were very good.
I think I've heard of that one.
Yeah, they were great, and the guy was like serving you in a kimono. He's like totally into it. Like it was awesome. I tagged him in everything, and they reposted everything. They were super cool.
Beautiful. Another one I'd love to be able to visit is Equilibrium. I have not had a bad beer from that place.
I've never been, but my buddy goes every once in a while, so he'll bring me back stuff. I know they like bottle a bunch of cool stouts and stuff, but I've tried it, but yeah, I've never been there. It looks really nice, but
yeah, well, they got a few locations too.
I think so.
Yeah.
Have you done any of the Treehouse locations by chance?
Yeah. Only the one.
Charlton.
Yeah.
Okay.
I was pretty shocked by just like the pavilion they have outside. I mean, that's worth more than my house.
I'm sure, right?
No, I'm serious.
Yeah.
It's worth more than my house. I know it is. The thing's it's bigger than my house. But yeah, that company has just exploded.
So if you think that pavilion's cool, their Saratoga location. So last year, 2 years ago, when we came home from Buffalo, it was Father's Day. I was like, you want to stop at Saratoga and go check it out? I'm like, sure. And, going there with 2 little kids, kind of nervous. Like, I don't know. They have 2 giant pavilions that size, and then there's a giant open field. So, like, it was packed, but it didn't feel packed. A wide open field. My kids could run around. They weren't bothering anybody. Like, great. And that spot is really nice, too.
Wow.
Yeah, and you mentioned, like, having other half out of the tap. I feel like Treehouse out of the tap. I don't know what they do to their tap lines, but especially their stouts. If you have a thick stout from Treehouse, have it on tap. It's stupid. I don't know what they do to their tap lines. I'm like,
it's stupid.
It is. I don't know. I'm like, this is like the frothiest, thickest stout, and like their cans are good. Don't get me wrong, but like not compared to on tap.
Yeah, I hear that. All right. So I got to ask, what's next for Rob? Anything?
So in the immediate, I mean, I have ideas to do other types of videos besides just the reviews. I have a note app full of different things I want to do. I don't drink every single day, so it's kind of hard to make content every day. And like I know, you got to keep that up. You got to post every day and stuff. So I have different ideas I want to do. Focus on showcasing like more breweries and stuff. I know it's really hard out there right now, and there's a lot of very good breweries. I mean, pretty much everybody makes good beer at this point.
Absolutely.
But how do you get people to go out there? So if I can stamp my approval on it and it gets 12 more people to go there, cool, great.
Yep.
And so, yeah, definitely trying to help out with breweries and get their names out there more. I think I mentioned before, too, when we weren't filming, but like even, the holidays are coming around the corner. Do like a cool toy event with somebody. Like, I know breweries do that already, but like, if I can throw my followers your way and like,
there you go.
Maybe we do an afternoon there. Like, hey, come have a cold one with me. And we're going to, bring a toy. I don't know. So, I'm very hippy dippy. I want everybody to win and succeed and, whatever I can do to help in these crazy hard times for breweries, man. I know it's rough out there. So, and the brewing community is just so cool and so nice. Like, I'm not in it. I don't work for a brewery. I don't know half of these people, but like I've heard brewers talk and they're like, I ran out of this today. I called up this dude. They brought it. And like they're competitors in the open market. They are competitors.
Yep.
It's like, no, I'll give you a bag of grain, a bag of hops, whatever you need, blah.
Counterweight's famous for that.
Yeah. I
they
mean,
help a lot of people.
They're right near my house. I go there probably the most out of any brewery. Like great people there. So, it's a hard time for breweries right now, so definitely anything I can do to help and, hopefully grow. I never got into this for followers or anything like that. I'm like, if I have 100 people following me, cool. I don't care. And like, but, I've had a pretty good response and, from doing events like yours, like I've made friends. Like how awesome is that? I'm 38 years old. It gets harder to make friends when you get older. And like from that one event, I've made friends that, real friends, you know.
Yeah.
That I talk to and.
Oh, you talking about the influencer?
Yeah,
parties?
I mean, I talked to Greg, you know, hooked me up with my tires. Thanks, Greg.
Mando.
You know, New England Brew Lover, Marissa, and her partner. They're great. Like, you know, hit her up on a Thursday. I'm like, me and my wife are just stopping through. If you're around, she's like, I'll be there in a minute. Like,
and they brought you into the New England Tasters.
Yes.
New England Tasting Society. Yeah.
Yeah. So I mean, that was born out of you being gone. You know, you weren't
doing
much. Yeah.
Sorry.
No, so it's great. You know,
health issue. You know,
let's keep this going somehow. And you know, when Greg and them first thought of it, like we FaceTimed you, I think at the, you know, we were at Dudleytown. I think we FaceTimed you, or you sent a video. I think you didn't have the beard at that point.
At that time, yeah.
We're like, oh no, the beard's gone.
I took it off. Yeah.
Yeah. So no, that's, you know, so all those folks, they're great. Jose, you know, and whatever we can do to help and get the word out there for breweries. And, you know, I know they even do like the food truck stuff like that, whoever, you know.
Beautiful.
So,
okay. All right. Well, dude, thank you so much for coming out. I really appreciate it.
Thanks for having me, man. I appreciate it.
It was a good chatting with you and good getting to know you. And please make sure you go to @A_cold_. You got a long ass one.
I say just a cold one with Rob underscores between everything.
Cold One with Rob on TikTok, Instagram, Facebook.
Non-Facebook, just my personal one, and then Untapped, if anybody's still on there.
There you go.
I still post on Untapped. I like Untapped.
And make sure you give him a follow, and we'll be right back. I'm with Dave from One Family Brewing. Dave, what do I got here?
I have a small wiener.
That sounds like a personal problem. What am I drinking?
I understand that would be our Hellas Lager.
Ooh!
5% ABV.
All right.
Have some on tap. Duncan Park, October 17th. Fastest wiener dog contest.
That's coming up. Let's give it a taste. That's a big flavor for a little wiener.
That's what she said.
Not to you. Welcome, Buzz Beer Blurb, and today we're coming to you from ShakesBeer Brew Festival at the ShakesBeer Park in Stratford, Connecticut. The fest is hosted by the Stratford Old Timers Athletic Association, with a portion of the proceeds going to support athletic scholarships for Stratford students. There's going to be live music with Night Visitor and John Hollywood. There is a huge food truck lineup, Cricket Hob Truck, Parlor Pizza, Grumpy Dumpling, Wicked Bark Barbecue, and many more. There's also games, activities, local vendors, Cornhole Kings, ShakesBeer shirts, a cigar lounge, and of course the breweries. We've got more than 100 beer and beverage options here today, with a big Connecticut brewery presence, including Dudleytown, Counterweight, B Sharp Brewing, Bad Sons, Nebco, Two Roads, Berlinetta, Space Guy, and plenty more. And one of the things that I really like about ShakesBeer, we've got the brewers, the owners, the brewery reps. They're here pouring the beer themselves, which means we're going to talk to a lot of people who make the Connecticut craft beer scene so great. My wife is here with me. The breweries are at their stations getting ready to pour. This place is about to open up, so let's get this day started. All right, I'm starting off this fest the right way. I'm with Mark from Bad Sons.
Yeah.
Mark, what did you hand me?
I gave you the bottle rocket.
The bottle rocket.
Yeah.
What's so special about the bottle rocket?
So this is it's the same recipe we always use, but now we're using a new yeast strain in it that just came out about a year and a half ago out of Berkeley. It is it's called the Tropics Boost, and what it is, it's a Theos yeast where it just brings out all the tropical flavors in these hops that we're using today. And then what we did was, on top of that, they have a new boosting system too, that in the fermentation cycle that you add to it, which even doubles that aroma and flavor.
See, that's why I love talking to the brewers.
Yeah.
They just have all the info.
Yeah, it's all new stuff.
Let's give it a taste.
It's amazing, isn't it? Just the flavors that just come out that this yeast brings out. Yep. Same exact beer, different yeast, and it changes.
What's the ABV on this?
6%.
6%.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah. Can't complain on this one. Cheers.
What a way to start the day. I'm with Matt from B Sharp Brewing, and this is which one?
That's the Bavarian Oktoberfest.
Oh, the Oktoberfest is starting to show up again. What makes this one so good?
So what makes that one so good is it's a traditional Marzen, brewed with very malty, nice and malty, nice and light, it's good for early fall.
I've had this before. I can tell. I remember that aroma. I remember this being a really good one. Oh, my memory served me well. That is fantastic. Thank you very much.
Perfect.
Okay. So what's coming up for Be Sharp? Anything exciting?
So what's coming up for Be Sharp is we got a lot of special events going on. We're going back to Foxwoods for Battle of the Brews in November. Nice. So we're hoping to pull a second-year win.
There you go.
For Best Beer Show.
So that one.
And that's basically what's coming up so far.
Beautiful. All right. We're going to keep moving. Be Sharp Brewing. I'm with Justin from Nebco. And Justin, what did you hand me?
That is Schnitzengiggles. It's our German-style Oktoberfest.
Oh, I know somebody who loves this. What makes this beer so special?
So every year when we do the release, we do 20 golden can lids. It's like the Willy Wonka's golden ticket idea. So at launch every year, we do Wonktoberfest, which is Willy Wonka-themed launch party for Schnitzengiggles. It's actually coming up in a couple of weeks.
Cool.
If you find the golden can lid, you win some stuff.
That's cool. All right, let's give it a taste. That's what I would expect from Nebco, though. The experience, years of hard work. That's fantastic. Good job. Good job. All right. So, where can people find you now? Because I know you have 2 locations, correct?
We do. We took over the old Stony Creek spot in Branford, and then we still have our original tap room in Woodbridge. Both are still open and operational.
Excellent. All right. Well, thank you, Justin. I appreciate it.
Thank you.
Have a good one, man.
You too.
On that 12 note, I always stop with these guys, and I got Marissa with me. Marissa, what'd you hand me?
I hand you our Porchella, which is our summer ale.
Ooh, and what's in this one?
So that it's a lemon forward with a little bit of lime zest and a little bit of honey malt.
Let's get this one. Wow, that's a lot of flavor.
Yeah.
That zest is coming through big time. That's nice.
Yeah, it's our little ode. So in the area we're at, every year this summer they do a music kind of taking up the whole neighborhood called Porch Fest.
Okay, yes.
So that's our ode to Porch Fest, Porchella.
Okay, I'm with Rich, the owner of Berlinetta, and this is one of the breweries that would be saying, go to Berlinetta. Welcome. So, I'm glad I got the moment here. Rich, thank you. What did you hand me?
This is our most popular beer. It's the Velvet Pilsner, Czech-style Pilsner. So Bohemian Pilsner brewed with European malts and Saaz hops, as a traditional Czech beer would be. Might be a little different from your standard Czech Pilsner. It's a little bit stronger. It's 5.5%, which we do not to get you drunk, but to really boost the flavor.
Yes.
It's a full-flavored, malty, balanced beer.
I agree. I'm going to give it a taste.
Yes, we do.
What do you think?
Yeah, we got to swear.
You got to try this. That is beautiful.
Thank you.
Wow. Rich, thank you so much.
Thank you very much.
And where are you located?
We're in Bridgeport. Yeah, downtown Bridgeport.
Bridgeport.
We also sell records. That's why we got this whole thing. Yeah.
I'll have to give you a photo of that. That's where they're located. All right. Rich, great to meet you. Thank you so much. Enjoy the day.
Yeah, you too.
We're going to keep moving. I'm with Dave, and I'm at Charter Oak Brewing. Dave, what did you hand me?
This is the Hop Crusher New England IPA.
Ooh.
It is double dry hopped New England IPA at 7.5%.
7.5%? I think that's good. Give it a taste. Sorry about that. Wow.
A little extra bitterness.
Yeah, a little extra dank.
Yep.
And
it definitely has the citrus behind it.
Oh, yeah. But it's sweet, but at the same time a little tart. And that dank holds on. That's nice, though. That's really good.
I'm glad you like it.
And where are you guys located?
We're in Danbury on Shelter Rock Road.
All right. We're going to keep moving?
Awesome.
Thank you.
Enjoy.
Okay, I need you to introduce yourself. The name of your brewery is?
Captain Ziggs.
Captain Zig. Your name is?
LJ.
LJ. And what did you hand me, LJ?
This is our goose cake. It's our most popular. It's an everyday Indiana Pale Ale. It's basically our signature.
What's the ABV on this one?
5.5.
5.5. So light and crushable. Let's give it a taste. That's delicious, dude. That's delicious, guys.
Thank you.
How long have you guys been around?
Matt, how long have we been around for?
8 years. 8 years.
Yep, so the owner's daughter actually drew all these labels too.
That is so cool.
So she designed everything, she made it, came up with the superhero, and it just stuck.
Captain Zig. Check them out. This was delicious and a lot of fun, believe it or not.
Hell yeah, hell yeah. So the one that I'm pouring, I want to say just a quick word about. This is also from Bell's, which New Belgium Brewing now owns as of about 3-4 years ago.
Wow.
We purchased them, which is why we're part of the same brand family, right? 2 iconic breweries that all both were part of the kind of craft brew revolution in the 90s, yeah. And Oberon specifically, it is a seasonal wheat ale, only available in the summertime. And it's named after King Oberon, the king of the fairies, in William Shakespeare's Midsummer Night's Dream. My favorite Shakespeare play, even though it's hard to pick. I'm a big Shakespeare buff. So this is the perfect pick for the ShakesBeer Fest.
I agree.
The Oberon, and we gotta have you try some on camera, bud. Let's see. What does he think?
Hang on, I just had an IPA.
It'll take a few sips to cleanse the palate. I get it.
Wow.
Right?
That's delicious. That is fantastic.
Very refreshing.
Absolutely.
You know,
Crushable.
Very crushable. Not too strong. I'm checking my notes here. 5.8% ABV.
Yeah, you can drink that all
Easy
day
going.
long.
And you should. And it's warm out, so let's do it. Cheers.
Cheers. You got people to serve.
All right. Till next time. Thank you, bud. Come back around. I'll get you my card, man.
All right, I am at Tuck Gin.
Yes.
And where are you out of? This is Heather. And where are you out of, Heather?
So we are out of Weston, Connecticut.
Weston?
Yeah.
Amazing. Connecticut's got so much. And what can you tell me about your gin?
So it's a little different than other gins where, a lot of times there's a lot of juniper in it. This is actually distilled from grapefruit peel. So it's a very citrusy gin. You can make a lot of fun cocktails with it. Oh, yeah. And fun fact, it was actually a COVID passion project.
Okay.
So
that's cool.
It was like an old time bathtub gin, I guess you would call it. But yeah, during COVID, his name is Jonathan. He distilled it and came out with this gin, and it's been a hit ever since. So.
And you gave me a Tom Collins?
Yes, so it's basically just lemon sour, some gin, topped with a little club soda. Nice summer drink.
Does that make it less piney?
The grapefruit.
The grapefruit does.
The grapefruit, yeah. Yep.
Give it a taste.
So.
Okay, I'm known for obviously beer and bourbon, but I do like gin. That's one of the ones I do like. And this is tasty.
Oh, yes.
That's very tasty. And where are you out of again?
Weston, Connecticut.
Weston, Connecticut. Oh, Tuck. Take a look around. It's tasty.
Yum.
Thank you, Heather.
Thank you for trying.
Yeah, I'm gonna try the rice bowl with the beef and the lamb. This ought to be interesting. After drinking so many beers, you gotta eat a little something. So I hit a food truck, Greek style grill food truck. Here's their information right here. This is their rice bowl with lamb and beef. They got some pita on the side, and they also gave me a nice salad. Some dressing on the side here. Oh yeah. I'm gonna taste the salad first. I love salads. I really do. Ice cold, crunchy, fresh, delicious. That dressing, nice vinaigrette. Fantastic. I am really amazed at how fresh it is. Honestly, that's amazing. Wow, that's got a lot of flavor. Tender, that's fantastic. Excuse me. Oh man. I want more of that. The rice, hot. Everything is so hot. I'm having a hard time holding it. This meal is wonderful. This doesn't taste like it came off the food truck. It really doesn't. And how fresh that salad is, how much flavor there is, how hot, how cold. That's beautiful. Absolutely. Excuse me, I'm gonna indulge. I'm with Andrew at American Metal Whiskey, and what do we have here, Andrew?
We're trying the Core V8 Tennessee Straight Bourbon today.
Oh, I love bourbon. I love bourbon. What's the story behind this?
This is a 4-year aged bourbon. I would say it's our core product. It's our main thing that we've been pushing out to people. And then we also have our Knuckle today, which is essentially the same thing, but with our sonic infusion process.
Wow, it smells delicious. I'm going to give it a taste.
So you're getting notes of caramel corn, a little bit of cinnamon, a little bit of white pepper.
I love a bourbon that has cinnamon. I just,
nice,
something
right?
about that, it's just, that is fantastic.
It has a real warm finish to it.
Yeah.
Now you'll see
smooth though.
With the Knuckle, when you go to this one, that 6-month period at the end really changes the flavor.
Does it really?
Really does. So you get a lot more vanilla, a bunch of clove.
Okay.
It almost smooths it out while giving it a little bit of a sharper edge right at the front.
Okay. Interesting.
It's good. It's really good.
Oh, wow. Yeah, the vanilla is very present.
Yeah. And so, I mean, you can tell really the sonic infusion from the motorcycle barrel. It really makes a difference. You know, those vibrations draw so much more flavor out of the wood.
It really does.
Just the initial 4 years of aging.
Really does. That's awesome.
Impressive.
I love it. Thank you.
Yeah,
I appreciate your time.
Thanks for stopping by.
We're going to keep moving. But, you know, maybe I could talk him into another one. I got Dudley Town Dave here.
How we doing today?
I'm doing all right. It's a great fest, isn't it?
Yeah, it's amazing. First time here and I absolutely love it. So
same here.
Yeah.
What do we've got?
This is our Upside Down. It's a pineapple upside down cake sour.
Oh.
Very pineapple forward. Not overly tart. More of like biting into a fresh pineapple with a nice cherry finish on the back end.
Nice.
So, yeah.
All right. Cheers.
Cheers.
Wow.
Yeah. Refreshing for a day like today.
This is delicious. But I don't expect anything less from you guys. I really don't.
We try.
Dudley Town Brewing.
Swing on by.
Yeah. All right, we're going to keep moving, but I'm going to hang out with Dave for a moment.
Cheers.
Okay, I am with Jim Washaleski, and he is one of the organizers of this event. Jim, tell me a little bit about your organization, Stratford Old Timers Athletic Association.
Well, Stratford Old Timers Athletic Association, what we do is we raise money for scholarships for the most part and other community services. We work with the mayor, whether it's the previous mayor or the new mayor. We're just trying to build community. What we're trying to do is to raise the scholarships money so that they can go out and get to college without having to worry about money and things like that, so they get a good start. So you do a lot of things for the town of Stratford.
This event is extremely successful this year, isn't it?
Yes, it really is. When we started 5 years ago, I mean, it was nice, but there was no lines in front of all the vendors, and we have so many return vendors. Today I talked and went out amongst the people, and the people that were that come to this event are returned. We have a lot of people that come to it because they believe, first of all, our cause is really good. It's a nice day out, and they have a good time. And that's what we're all about, we have a board of directors. I'm on the board of governors with the Stratford Athletic Association. But there's guys like Mike Lapierre, Ron Nelson, who's the president, and Carl Russo, who's our treasurer. These guys don't get paid a single penny to do what they're doing. And recently we got a grant from the state of Connecticut through Joe Gresko, who is our state representative, $150,000 from the state of Connecticut.
Wow, congratulations.
So, yeah, and I think people want to be on a train that's going somewhere. and that's what the attraction is. I think, is that people know that we got good leadership, that we're going to do the right thing with the money, and we're doing it because we want Stratford to have a good heritage, that people will stay in Stratford if they decide to do so. And we're getting donations from with the website and everything, and our Facebook page. We have a QR code now. I mean, we always say Stratford, what's new with the Stratford Old Timers? And for an Old Timers group, we have good technology, we have good marketing, and no one gets paid a penny. And the outreach, people donating from different parts of the country, tells you something about what we're doing.
Absolutely. All right. Well, I appreciate this event. This is my first time here. Hopefully you guys will invite me back, but thank you very much. I appreciate your time.
Sure.
And
yes,
let's go have some more beer.
All right.
Well, that's going to do it for our trip to the ShakesBeer Brew Fest. What did you think? Did you have a good time?
Absolutely. We had a great time.
Yeah, it was a lot of fun here.
It was a lot of fun.
Big thank you to Mike Lapia of the Stratford Old Timers Athletic Association and everyone who helped put the ShakesBeer together. And of course, to all the brewers, brewery reps, and the people who took a few minutes to talk to us here at Bud's Beer Blurb. Special thanks to you, everyone that attended today. Without you, these types of events, they wouldn't be able to support the local we have people dropping off beer. I'm sorry. Local charities the way that they do. If you've never been to ShakesBeer, hopefully you got a little taste of, people are distracting me, a little taste of what this is all about. So, I'm Bud from Bud's Beer Blurb.
And I'm Heather.
Thanks for watching. Thanks for listening. And as always, we'll be tipping one back for you. Oh, we only got a little bit left. Oh, you could tell it's the end of the fest, huh? Wow.
Thanks for joining us here on Bud's Beer Blurb, the podcast. Be sure to come back for another episode. And don't forget to subscribe and hit that bell so you never miss what's coming next. And keep up with Bud's Beer Blurb on Instagram, Facebook, and TikTok. Just search at Bud's Beer Blurb. Until next time, thanks for watching, thanks for listening, and we'll see you on the next Bud's Beer Blurb. Cheers!